There was once a man who lived with a future labeled X, a future he could not fully define. A future he could not yet solve, but a future he deeply believed in. That man was Martin Luther King Jr. Like many of us today, he lived in uncertainty. But what made him different was not clarity, it was conviction. Every time Martin witnessed a black man being unjustly arrested, humiliated, or oppressed, something stirred within him. Not a fully formed plan, not a detailed roadmap, but a deep discomfort with what should not be. He knew what he did not want. And sometimes, that is where purpose begins. Let me ask you something important. Do you think Martin Luther King had everything figured out? Do you believe he sat down one day with a 5-year or 10-year strategic plan outlining exactly how racial discrimination would end? No, all Martin had was a dream, a hope, a conviction that his X-labeled future, what we now define as racial equality, had to become real someday. He may not have known the full name of his dream, but he knew what it looked like. He knew he wanted to see children of different skin colors stand together, sit together, eat together. That was enough to begin. And that brings me to you. When last did you examine the X vision in your own heart? Yes, I know it's blurry. Yes, it feels undefined. Yes, it may even feel intimidating, but if you look closely enough, you might notice something subtle yet powerful, an arrow, not pointing to the final destination, but pointing to the next direction. Every great feat begins with uncertainty. The absence of clarity about that future business, career, calling, or goal does not mean you are failing. It means you are in process. Uncertainty is not the enemy of progress, abandonment is. So the question is not why don't I see everything clearly? The real question is how do I keep going before the equation is fully solved? Let me share 3 practical things you must do to ensure you do not abandon the equation before your X is defined. 1. Identify the dream. Even if you can't name it yet, you don't have to know the title of your dream, but you must know how it makes you feel. Does it stir something in you? Does injustice bother you deeply? Does mediocrity make you uncomfortable? Does a certain kind of life feel unacceptable to you? Dreams often start as emotions before they become definitions. Pay attention to what moves you. 2. Be clear about what you do not want. Clarity does not always begin with knowing what you want. Sometimes it begins with knowing what you refuse to become. If you are not yet sure you want to be an entrepreneur, be sure of the career paths you do not want. If you are unsure of your destination, be certain about the roads you will not travel. This alone can save you years of regret. 3. Isolate mindsets and actions that pull you backward. Start identifying the habits, environments, and thought patterns that quietly push you toward a future you do not desire. What you tolerate today shapes who you become tomorrow. Growth is not only about what you pursue, it is also about what you intentionally leave behind. Your future may still look like an X today. But remember this, you have been gifted breath every single day so that the equation can be solved. One step deeper, one lesson clearer, one process better. X is not a dead end. X is an invitation. If this message inspired you today, like this video, share it with someone who is still in the process. And don't forget to subscribe for more inspiration, clarity, and hope. Because even if you cannot see it yet, your future is still possible.